All right, so let's practice cutting some paper snowflakes. I bet a lot of you have already done this before, but just in case you haven't tried it out, I'll give you some quick tips. I have just a rectangular paper here because most of the papers we have are rectangles, and I really prefer to work from a square if I'm going to make a snowflake. So to make this into a square, I'm going to fold the corner up and try to make it so this is in a point. This also helps if you like to do origami. You can create your squares for origami this way. You have to be a little more careful with the origami. That needs it to be a little bit more perfect, but we're not too worried about that. I'm going to cut this piece off. This could be saved for something else, a little small picture, a bookmark, any kind of other creative ideas. So I have my square. I'm going to leave that folded into a triangle, and I'm going to fold it one more time. Now, depending on how thick your paper is, this paper is pretty thin. It's copy paper. I could probably fold it one more time. Now, that's a little bit harder to cut. You can experiment. If that's too difficult, you can leave it just like this. That was just a couple of folds. Just 1, 2. And I think I'm just going to go with this for now. We'll see what we get. When I'm cutting, some people just cut triangles, some people cut fancier shapes. I'm just going to let my scissors go in. I find it easier to cut fancy shapes if I turn the paper, not the scissors. So I'm going to cut some curves here. And we want to make sure we're not making a giant mess. So keep your snow pieces, I like to call those, in a little pile, or you can cut directly over the trash can if you have one handy. But we don't want it all over the floor. So I'm just cutting some curved shapes. Some people prefer straight, some people like curved, some people like a combination. But this is really good for your cutting skills. So let's see. And I'm going to come to this side over here. I think I'm going to snip. This looks a little uneven, so I'm going to just snip that a little bit. The more cutting you do, obviously, the fancier your snowflake's going to be. Let's see, maybe just a little small piece here, and then I'm going to come over to this side, and I think I'll snip this corner off. And you can always open it up, and if you think it needs a bit more, you can refold it. All right, let's just see what we have with this. I'm going to brush some of this away. And you got to be a little bit careful unfolding. Sometimes they're pretty fragile. Not too bad. That's kind of pretty. So you can have a lot of fun experimenting and seeing what kind of snowflakes that you want to make. You can see this one, I made it a little bit more round. And the way I did that was just when I made my square, I rounded these corners off. So you can try that too if you like. I can't wait to see what kind of beautiful snowflakes you cut.